everyone.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 8 of the Two Curls on Oil podcast. I'm your host, Andrew the Tech Guy. Every month, our podcasts focus on our love for essential oils and living a wellness lifestyle while encouraging a growth mindset. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy everything we have planned for you tonight. Geography is not going to keep us apart. We've got Laura the Duck here in West Texas and Hillary the Mama Bear here in Northern Virginia. Before we begin, we're going to do one of my favorite daily wellness practices of placing a drop of frankincense and copaiba under our tongue for cellular support and for calmness. We hope you guys will join alongside with us.
All the good feelings.
Yes,
All
hi guys.
the good feelings.
Great to see everyone joining.
Hey Whitney, hey Stacy, hey Beth, hey Tina.
Hello, Jen. Hi, everyone.
Hey Stephanie.
All right, so tonight is a special treat because it's 1 month until doTERRA's 10th anniversary celebration convention. And this will be my personal first convention ever. So definitely super excited to see what Laura and Hillary have to say to maximize everything that's going to go on. Dr. Laura, would you like to kick us off?
Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew. And you are going to love it. I can't wait for you to experience your first convention. It's Disneyland with oils. It's amazing. And we love sharing oils and bringing new people into this oily world, into our tribe. And we also love making sure that you guys are prepared. It's the reason we send tools to you when you get started. It's why we help ensure that you know exactly what to do with your oils. So tonight we are saying, got convention tickets, now what?
And we are the Convention Maximizer crew at your service, and we'll be sharing our tips, our tricks, our best practices, and ways for you to streamline. Hello, Megan. And we are going to eliminate your anxieties, make sure you don't feel overwhelmed. And if you aren't attending this year, you can start saving even just $5 or $10 a week between now and next year, and join us in 2019. We can't wait to see you. But if you also are interested, there is now available a virtual ticket for $49. You can go to doTERRA's Facebook page and click the link for that. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a bit. But yeah, we have a lot of good information to share with you.
Yes, buckle up, sip your magnesium mocktail. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to take a sip and let's do this. We are doing this. So now we want to just preface this by saying it's really important to have clear communication with whoever got you started with doTERRA. Mm-hmm. Attending convention, it's an incredible opportunity for you to connect with your other teammates, for you to make new friends, for you to share spaces and ask them for their best practices too, and put together a checklist for yourself. These are always our best. These, as always, we're sharing our best practices, and we hope that they will resonate with you too.
And so we're going to start it out straight out of the gate because we have a lot to talk about. So you don't have to write notes or anything, but if you want to, you'll be able to go back and watch the replay and, kind of catch anything that you might miss, but just absorb, just listen and enjoy it. And then, if you miss anything, you can watch it later. But strategic is one of my top strengths in the Clifton Strengths Finder. And I created a spreadsheet in a Google Drive for myself with all the necessities that I use just on basic trips. Whenever I travel, just there's baseline things, contact lenses, glasses, toothpaste and toothbrush, things like that. And so what I do is I adjust that based on the climate where I'm going, the purpose of the trip, and it just has all my basics. And so that's something that I encourage you to do is create systems like that in your life that can help you make it super easy when you're going to travel for work or for fun or with your family. You can have that baseline packing list, and you can do it in a Google document so that when you're traveling or anything like that, you know what you might need. And it's really helpful for me. So another thing that Laura loves is a rolling backpack. So she has an incredible rolling backpack, and this takes the weight off your shoulders if you plan on bringing a lot of heavy things with you. I try to pack as light as possible when I'm in the general sessions back and forth, just my snacks, my oils, my charging device, my water, and that's about it. The other thing is super comfortable shoes. We cannot stress this one enough. You are going to blow up your device that you use for your tracking. If you use a Fitbit, you're going to just slay everyone in your Fitbit challenges out of the park. You're going to do walking like 3 to 5 miles per day.
And you threw up on your feet.
Yeah, you're not even going to notice it. So that's a really important one. Whatever shoes that are not going to pinch your toes, super comfortable. Also a light jacket. So the days are warm, but the nights are very cool. And in the convention center, it's extremely, extremely chilly. So you'll be glad you have that. I will say we literally brought a blanket from home and used it at leadership. And if you remember seeing Laura and I in our selfie that we were sharing a snuggle under a blanket at the leadership, you'll know why. It is chilly and you just need a little bit of an extra cover up because it's cold. And if it's hot outside, you want to try to dress appropriately. So layers, bring a jacket, bring a very light blanket if you have one. You're also going to want to bring spending money, at least $500. Plan on that. Because one word, swag, the doTERRA swag. Everybody loves it, seriously. The convention kit is going to be well worth its weight in gold, and that's going to be about half that amount. So expect that your kit will be about $250 to $300 depending on how many oils are in there. And this year they've mentioned that there's a whole set of 6 oils in a new collection, plus 5 blends, I think, or did they say 6 blends and 5 new oils?
I think it was 5 new oils, 6 new blends. There's going to be like an international headline speaker that they can't even share with us just yet. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So you definitely want to bring that spending money and budget for that and plan that. And we're going to talk about budgeting later on in the podcast as well. So you'll want to stay tuned for that as well. But on top of that, you'll have the swag shop where you'll go home with your favorite doTERRA paraphernalia. So you want to hit the swag shop as early as possible because when things sell out, they are not restocked. So, things like hats, shirts, sweatshirts, roller bags, oil bags, anything like that. Just really fun things. You're going to want to make sure that you get that. And then when you're thinking about packing your supplements, you need to make sure that you are maintaining your strong immune system. You are going to be around 40,000 new best friends, and you're going to want to take your full dose of Lifelong Vitality Pack at least a week before you travel and for the entire week that you are there. So,
Yes.
You can add 1 or 2 of the probiotics daily to keep those glorious gut bacteria in your belly and make sure that your belly stays happy while you're traveling. Exactly. You want to use your On Guard. So the next tip is packing your vitamins in those little zip bags, or, you can find these at the craft store in the bead section, or you can find them on Amazon or anything like that. You can really find lots of fun things out and about at Walmart or Target, but you want to make sure you have your On Guard with you. So I don't normally recommend bringing full bottles. I like to bring little dram sample bottles of oils, but On Guard is one that I would recommend if you have the free one from this month, the 5 milliliter. That would be a really good oil to add to your collection for bringing, just because you're going to want to diffuse it in the room while you're gone and diffuse it in the room while you're there. And you just want to make sure that your On Guard hand spray stays full. And if it doesn't, you can just put 5 or 10 drops of your oil bottle, fill it up with water from the room, and then boom, you have a refill for the rest of the week. So just keep in mind, you want to make sure your On Guard is staying full for you. And then your oils, if you're flying, you want to invest in small sample cases that you can pack with you. So this is one of my favorite ones. This is, it's a little CD case, and it holds, this is new, so it holds 49 little sample drams, and you kind of pop out these little dots right there. You can kind of see. And this holds all of it holds 49 sample vials. So you can definitely fit your top 10. You could even do doubles of your top 10 if you really need more oils for those. But this is a really compact size. It's just, it's like a CD case. And this will fit in your carry-on, it'll fit in your backpack, so that you never know what's going to happen. Like at leadership, I got a bug bite, and Laura had Purify and black pepper that she was able to put on me. And it was just important having those random miscellaneous oils that you wouldn't have in your top 10 bags. So you just want to have a nice variety of oils in a small amount. So you don't want to bring full bottles of things. It's going to weigh you down. You'll be sad if they break. You'll be sad if they get lost or stolen or whatever. So just bringing little sample bottles is really going to set you free. The airlines, they don't bother you. It doesn't weigh a lot, and you're not going to be worried. You're not going to have to worry about that. So as long as you keep everything in like a clear little zipper bag, you're fine. And then you also want to make sure that you coordinate, and we're going to talk about this also too in a bit, coordinating with the people that you're traveling with, who's bringing what, so you're not duplicating things. And then lastly, you want to pack an empty water bottle and an empty lunch bag so that you can fill them up at the water stations. You can fill them up at your hotel. Just bring your own empty water bottle, because if you don't, then you will regret it, because you're going to have to spend your money on a water bottle, which is fine, but it's nice to have that with you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tiff says, pack some essential oils to support you, because from what I hear, you will have all the feelings at convention. Yes, Emily Wright will make you cry.
Oh yeah, she does make you cry.
I promise. And yes, it's good to have support, but also you're around all these oily people, so if you need something, they'll hook you up.
Right. All right, so let me talk about a few of my favorite oils to travel with. So I don't know about you guys, but when I get on a plane, for some reason, every time we take off, I get a little motion sick. So a few oils that I love to keep on me: digestin, ginger, or peppermint. Those are great to calm the stomach. Digestin is also going to be great because you need to keep your digestive tract in check, as you're going to be eating out and being all over the place during convention. Balance for the stressful moments traveling, such as getting to the airport and through security on time. None of us enjoy that at all, so be sure to bring balance for that. And then On Guard, which we talked about, to help support your immune system while traveling. It's also great to put in a handmade hand cleanser, keep all those germs off, so you're good to go to make it through the entire convention without any issues. And then if you need it, Deep Blue Rub, doTERRA On Guard toothpaste, or the doTERRA shampoo and conditioner. But if you're only taking a carry-on, try to bring those in the samples instead of the actual full tubes to save space.
Yes, those are such great tips, Andrew. All the Deep Blue Rub on your feet, all the peppermint. There's a different altitude if you've never been to Salt Lake City before, and you can do a drop of peppermint in your water that can really help you adjust to that. Such great tips to have on hand. And arranger is one of my strengths, so let's talk about what to arrange and what not to bring. Hillary talked about all the awesome things that you guys need, so get your spreadsheet and check off those boxes that you have here. And here's what not to bring, right? So don't bring tons of clothes. Plan your outfits ahead of time. Make sure that you're going to be comfortable because, again, as we said, you're going to be walking a ton, and hopefully it just takes up a small amount of space. Don't overpack. You will be happy with the extra baggage space when you leave because, did we mention swag? There's tons of swag. Now, I like to do this. If you're flying Southwest, they do let you check 2 bags for free. So I have 1 bag that I pack with my things that I talked about, with my snacks and stuff too. And then I take an extra bag that's empty for convention kits to bring back home, for swag, for books, for all of the awesome stuff too. So if you're allowed to do it, check it. You will want to have that on hand. Don't bring tons of shoes. This is not time to pack every single pair of shoes that you own. They take up space. Pack the shoes that you can wear with multiple outfits, and also pack an empty duffel bag because you can fill it with your dirty laundry. You can check it at your plane, and you can use your luggage to bring home your precious convention kits and swag and all of the awesome stuff that we have there. Plan your toiletries with those staying with you. So maybe you're sharing a room with somebody. If you're staying with other Oilers or your team, delegate who brings what. Somebody can bring hair care. Somebody can bring your skincare. And really that makes it so much better. Sharing is caring. Or bring the sample sizes if possible. Like Andrew mentioned, the toothpaste, the conditioner, that works really great. Stock up on those on this month with your LRP order or in your first order for September. And travel hack, use the root and petal rollers for On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, or make your own soap. And I love this, guys. If you have not tried the root and petal rollers, they are tried and true. They do not leak. So seriously, anything, if you take MCT oil and you put that in your smoothies, I've traveled with that. I've put cleaner concentrate or soap, and then the empty dispensers, maybe you snag that with BOGO and just make your own soap. It makes life so much easier. Never had a problem leaking. Becky at the Root and Petal has the best rollers ever. And then hair dryer. No, almost all hotels are going to carry these. Just check ahead of time and don't bother bringing that type of thing. It just takes up a lot of space.
And then next, we're going to talk about planning the schedule. So this is really important. You need to practice healthy boundaries, more so during convention than ever before. Planning your schedule can be tricky, especially if you have a large team of people coming, but there are not a lot of hours in the day, and you're not going to be able to participate in everything you can. And sometimes you might need some time for yourself. So I am arriving early to have a business dinner and some other meetings, and so that I can have that focused time before my team arrives. And then when my team arrives, focusing on them and just spending that quality time with them. So don't feel like you have to have everything together with everyone. You don't have to eat every meal together. People can go off on their own. You should encourage that with your team. If you're bringing a team, or if you're going and you've never been before, don't expect your upline to be with you every moment of every day. You need to be gritty, and you need to be content with figuring meals out on your own and doing your own thing, because that's going to help restore your tank a little bit too. Not feeling like you have to herd with everybody, that you can have that time and space to just say, I'm not feeling this right now. I need to take some space, or I need to go rest. I need to go lay down. And so if you need to take a minute or an hour or two to step away, even if that means that you miss a part of a session, you know what? This is about you having balance. And so one of the things that I told myself this year that I was going to do differently than last year is have a lot more time to enjoy connecting with people that I don't get to see, and that I don't get to talk to, that are not on my team before my team arrives. And so that's why I have these arrangements made in advance before the event begins, so that I get that quality time with them, and I don't have to feel pulled in different directions, and that time is already on the calendar. It's blocked off. I'm not available. And, it just makes it so much more enjoyable that you've got that balance established in the schedule. So what you can do is be sure to go online and check out the agenda that's posted on doTERRA's website. You want to know what's coming so that you can get your own itinerary set as you're there. And I encourage you to just leave it flexible. And coming from me, that means a lot. Okay, if I'm going to tell you to be flexible and chill and it's all good, that means a lot, because I don't just say chill, it's all good. I am very organized and this and that. But as I get older and as I attend these events and I learn, it's just not going to be that way. There are so many people. It takes so much longer to do things. And that's a joy, because you are connecting with people that you might be, friendly with on social media. And this might be the first opportunity that they're meeting you, or you're meeting them. And you want to hold space for having those conversations with them. And there are long lines for things. And so you want to plan in advance for that. There are 40,000 people trying to get a meal at the same time as you. So you just really want to give yourself grace and just be super flexible, that, these are the main things. I need to register and get my badge, and I need to be at those general sessions. But other than that, truly let yourself be breezy. Give yourself that permission to just decide to do what you want to do when you're there, and not have every hour so structured and regimented, because it's going to take away your joy of enjoying that experience and being flexible to going to dinner with someone that you just met in the hotel, or going to dinner with someone that you met on Instagram 2 years ago and you're finally connecting with. So just hold that space for yourself and try to schedule some downtime if possible, at least one of the nights or one of the mornings, depending on which track you're in. Just try to pencil that in for yourself. And as amazing as convention is, it can be overwhelming if you're not used to being around all that many people at once. So decide which things you're absolutely really interested in doing, and then say no to the rest. There's a lot of glorious energy, and unless you're around this many people all the time, it can be really tough, and you need to restore your battery. So just take time for you and unwind every day as much as you can. I like to arrive a day before the gala, so this allows me time to have those business meetings and things that I need to do with people that I don't get to see, or other vendors that I work with. And, it's just a really great opportunity to connect with them before the other structured activities happen. So that's just my personal tip, that if you can factor that into the schedule. And again, if you're doing doTERRA as a business, this is a once a year business meeting with your coworkers and with your management team. So really view this as a priority. And so if that means, you have a whole year to plan, that this is coming a year in advance, every year that this convention is going to be in the middle to the end of September. So start coordinating with care providers for pets or for children and coverage, so that you can truly prioritize being there, because you're paying for a ticket, you're paying to fly or drive there, and you're paying to stay. You really want to maximize the opportunity to connect with those people if that's something that you want to do. So then we also want to make sure that, we're just giving ourselves grace, but communicating that to your team, that if you're traveling with a large group of people, that you let them know, hey, you're welcome to come to as much or as little as we're doing as a team. And if you need to take a break, and just make sure that understanding is communicated to everyone in your team, so that no one feels this obligation, and then they start to feel weary and frustrated and disappointed. So you just want to make sure that expectations are really clear.
Yeah, definitely, Hills. And speaking of charging your batteries, bring a charger for your phone. I don't think we mentioned that. The Healing Hands booth will usually sell chargers for people for their phones. That's a nice time to snag one of those as well. I got a big charging station off Amazon that allows you to charge 3 things at once, and that saved us several times at convention. And leadership, that is really, really awesome. Totally worth the investment to get that too, because you'll be taking pictures and videos and pictures with your friends, and you want your phone battery to last. Clear off all the pictures also on your phones. Make space for that time. As Hillary said, flexibility. Mm-hmm. My mom always says, blessed are the flexible, for they do not get bent out of shape. I remember that going into a convention. Yeah. Be flexible, roll with it. Charge your phone, clear space on your phone. All that stuff's really good. Now, what do you want to attend? Oh, guys, there's going to be so much stuff that you want to attend. So we have the doTERRA campus tour. This is really incredible. If you missed out on a campus tour ticket, see if others are getting rid of their tickets. If you can snag those, the doTERRA campus is a sight to behold. It's beautiful. If you can't find a ticket, go to the Salt Palace and ask the people in charge of the buses if there's room for you to jump on. Hills and I got to see where the oils are bottled with such care. We got to see where our account managers work, where the labs are, where they test our beautiful oils. It truly is an incredible sight to see and be a part of. Share Oils, Aroma Tools, EOS, and the product stores. There's going to be lots there that you'll want to check out. If you shopped online, the live stores are like a dream come true. These stores are located right near the campus, so making a trip down is a win for sure. Keep your eyes out for freebies at these stores. It's also a great idea to map out your shopping time and the stores that you want to see and hit before you get there. Keeping an eye out in their convention Facebook groups for vendors. They advertise their locations. Check for them on social media. There's a street party, and this is a great way to connect with online friends that you know from Facebook or other oil groups. Plus, the entertainment's always awesome, and it's a great way to meet up since everyone will be there. They usually have food trucks and vendors and different things, and it's a really nice time for everybody to get together. Gala. Oh, we all like to dress up occasionally. This is so fun. You can celebrate your leaders' achievements and most of all be inspired. Plus, it's a great way to have fun with your team. Dream about your turn to walk that purple carpet. And the best part is you get a very special oil roller, a signature roller that only attendees receive. So it's totally worth that. The dinner was amazing. They had gluten-free and vegan options. It was absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend that. There are team parties and dinners and after events. Convention isn't just about the learning that happens in those general sessions. It's about the camaraderie that happens in between the lessons, and the relationships that you build can last a lifetime. So take advantage of what doTERRA culture really is. Ask your leaders if they're hosting a team event, or if you're a leader, host one for your team attending. Your diamond upline or above, usually they will have events going on. So reach out to everyone in your upline listing. Be sure that you get plugged into those events. Those are really, really exciting. There's usually a lot of educational events scheduled the entire week before convention actually starts. So talk to your upline leaders and about which ones, so you can kind of get to know them and get registered. You can check online for these things. You can't go wrong with more training, but be cautious about overdoing it, again, because we don't want to get burned out. There is the product showcase, which is really cool. You get to try the new products, and that is amazing. There's like a deep blue rub table, and there was all of the things. So make sure that you stop there. There's also a leadership table that you can connect with your account managers if you are there, which is super fun. And just connect with Healing Hands and co-impact sourcing. There's so many amazing things that you can do and have. And there's also, again, going to be an international headliner, and it's supposed to be amazing for both men and women. And they're so big, they actually signed a contract. They can't release who it is until they are announcing them to walk across the stage. So I'm really, really excited to see who that is. So many things and events that you guys can participate in.
Absolutely. And then each year, doTERRA provides us a few things that we get to take home from convention that come with your ticket. And at registration, we are provided with beautiful, large doTERRA backpacks that everybody loves. and they have zippers and water bottle holders. You can't even see me in between them. They are awesome. They come with a notebook and a pen and some other goodies in there, and usually an annual yearbook of all of the leaders that are silver and above that qualified. So you definitely are going to love your backpack. And then you also get a new copy of the Living Magazine and the product guide with the new oils. So you definitely want to snag your backpack, and they have lots of fun oily pockets and little places for your water bottle. And it is one of the best parts of being at convention, because every year the backpacks are different. The styles are different from year to year. The colors are different from year to year. And it's a really special thing to have. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how to prepare for 3 days of education. Okay, so plan on getting as much rest as possible in a shorter time frame than you're normally used to. So expect that that's going to happen, and just expect that ahead of time. Nights are late, mornings are early. You want to bring your Meadow 2 Max and your sleepy oils so you can guarantee a good rest with your diffuser pumping. So everything takes twice as long to get to. Get in line early. Get in line for breakfast early, especially if your hotel is doing a continental breakfast. The reason being, there are 2 tracks. So track A, those sessions, I believe, start at 9 a.m. And then track B is, I believe, at 11 a.m. So all the people that are going to track A, they are probably going to want to get in line around 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And so if that's the case, they're going to be eating around 6 or 6:30 in the morning down at the hotel lobby where the food is. So if you want to eat a meal at your hotel, you need to plan ahead, because there's going to be a lot of people doing the same thing. So if you can head to the grocery store, you'll be able to get some things there that you can keep in the fridge in your room and kind of minimize that time. You can also ask the concierge what's the busiest time down there for breakfast, and maybe delegate someone to alternate each day to go down and get some fruit or some, whatever you might need to kind of tide you over until you're able to head down there. So you're going to want to also take great notes while you're there, but then process and plan all those things when you get home. So you're going to just be fire hosed with information, and it can be overwhelming. So, just go into it planning on taking great notes, and then save the thinking and the strategy about it for later. Drew is saying the Wellness Summit in New York City, they said that there will be 2 different backpacks this year, one geared toward I can't see your message. Maybe Laura, can you see the message?
I'm trying to pull it up here. One geared towards the guys, maybe?
Yeah, one geared towards the guys and one for the ladies.
Thanks.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's going to be really fun. Hopefully that means we have a lot more men joining us at convention, because, all the guys love oils too. Drew's not the only one. Andrew's not the only one. Right. There's lots of you out there that love oils. And so it's great for those of your spouses that are coming. They might not want a gray and purple backpack. So this will be a really great option. So you can choose which backpack that you want. And you, again, like I was saying, you're going to be fire hosed with information. There's just going to be a lot of information, and it can be overwhelming. So you want to eat well, you want to rest well, you want to make sure you have snacks with you, and you want to keep your immune system up. So drinking lots of water. And yes, that will make you have to go potty. But if you've never been in a room with 40,000 oilers who are all wearing oils, you might not be prepared for the headache that might ensue if you're not used to all of that. So bring your water bottle. There's lots of refill stations over in the convention centers, but that will help you eliminate any head tension, because sometimes if you're dehydrated, if you are exhausted, and then if you're smelling everyone is putting on their oils at different times, and they're, just sort of not necessarily blending in the most beautiful way for your nose, then we don't want you being uncomfortable. But making sure that you stay hydrated will help your body and help you detoxify and just help keep you alert. So you want to really aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily, and you can work up to this. So you're not going to the bathroom every 30 minutes or so. So just be mindful of that. And there will be lots of people there to catch screenshots of things or slides. So if you miss something, you can always count on probably the person sitting next to you that maybe you can share and take turns, maybe take a break in 30 minutes. You do the screenshots, and then the person next to you can take some screenshots and you can share later. But just try to absorb as much as you can. Try to really just immerse yourself in the experience and be present as much as you can. And try not to miss any of the general session if you can help it. So even if you think there might be a topic that you might not be interested in, I guarantee that someone or maybe someone back at home will be interested in that. So your notes could be really invaluable for them down the road. And then this is a really important one that Laura mentioned too. Invest in an inexpensive charging case for your phone, an external charger for that as well, preferably one with maybe 2 USB ports so that you can charge your phone, and then you can either charge your charging case or you can charge the phone of the person sitting next to you. So if you run out of juice snapping photos of the screen with all the new oils and all that good information, you want to make sure that your phone stays charged all the time.
Yes. And make friends with a security guard. They can tell you where the secret bathrooms are. When there's that many people, there's a line for the restrooms. But if you keep looking, make a friend with them and they'll show you where the secret bathrooms are, that there's not a big line. That's another good tip. Okay, meal planning while in Salt Lake City. To save money and time, bring your own lunch to general session. It's going to be a game changer for you. Harmon's is a local grocery store that is within walking distance from the convention centers. And most hotels have small fridges. You can ask for that. You can also try Instacart. It's an app. It's a free app that allows you to order groceries and they deliver them right to your hotel room. It is amazing. I just played with this with a recent trip and it's a game changer. Additionally, you can purchase lunches on site, but they can be spendy. And when 40,000 of your closest friends have the same idea, it can be a little time consuming and it can end up feeling like there's not enough time. Plus, when you bring your own right there, you're going to have healthier options and things there. Plus, we mentioned Swag Shop. Yes, Swag Shop. And don't disheart if you go in and things are picked over. They actually will refill a couple times throughout that process. So keep checking when you get a chance with that. Lunchtime is a great time to visit the place. See it. Salt Lake City, it's huge. There's so many restaurant options for dinner. If you like ethnic food or American fare, you won't be disappointed because there's many options right there in downtown Salt Lake City and the convention centers and in most of those hotel areas. You're going to find something there. The key, again, is to plan ahead and book reservations with restaurants, call ahead. We also love to bring travel-sized snack portions like our RX bars, nuts, beef jerky, things I love. Personally, Epic bars are so great and they're gluten-free and soy-free. They don't have any weird stuff. I love Jill's paleo crackers in little box. That's nice and convenient. I love these little fuel snacks. Find what works for you. Again, Jill's, your oils. And many hotels, again, have breakfast service. You can grab extra fruit, like an extra banana or an apple or something to have and throw with you in your bag to sustain you. And try to grab something for lunch the night before. Stick it in the fridge. And then when you head out to your general session, you're covered. Just take that with you. To save even more money, if you're staying in a hotel with a continental breakfast, you'll have access to yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, fruit, coffee, juice, maybe oatmeal. Use this to your advantage. Toss a few Ziploc bags in your lunch bag just in case. You have the ability to grab some extra things like a hard-boiled egg to use as a snack, and make sure that you clear space on your phone again because you're going to be taking tons of pictures and things and charging devices, and that works really well so that you don't miss anything there. I know snacks for me are huge. I make my own little protein shakes with a little shaker bottle in the room and my green juice in the room to be ready to go with those things. And as Hills mentioned, and I love the rolling backpacks, guys. I actually don't use my doTERRA backpack because there's 40,000 other people using their doTERRA backpack and you may grab the same one. So I just roll. That's the PT in me. I just roll with my oils, roll with my backpack, and save your back because there's a lot of walking. Okay, Andrew, did we miss anything?
I don't think so. Man, I've never been, and gosh, do I feel prepared right now. So I know there's a few helpful web resources, and we'll share them in our Facebook group for you guys to access. But the first one is doTERRA Convention Freebies page. This is a group created by another wellness advocate who's gone to the effort of gathering all the freebie options for you. So ask to join and get to collecting all of your free stuff. It was mentioned earlier, look through the doTERRA convention agenda. This is going to be very important. You can go to www.doterra.com/us/en/convention-agenda to be able to get all that. Transportation is important if you're not staying directly across from the convention site, so you can go to www.visitsaltlake.com. I think we should just throw this one in we'll post the link.
We're going to post all the links, all the names, everything. You'll have it for sure.
Yeah. We got y'all, boo.
We got ya.
Perfect. But also, don't rule out Trax, Uber, or Lyft. Those are great ways to get around town on the cheap. There's a bunch of restaurants. Branch out, try something new. We'll post some helpful addresses. Laura mentioned Harmon's grocery store is real close by at 135 East 100 South. I think that's what it is. Vivint Home Smart Home Arena, 301 South Temple. Sorry.
The arena, the Vivint Smart Home Arena is where you'll be at track A, and then the Salt Palace is track B. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's at 100 Southwest Temple. The doTERRA headquarters is at 389 South 1300 West Pleasant Grove, Utah. The Aroma Tools location is 439 South Pleasant Grove Boulevard in Pleasant Grove, Utah. And the Oil Life location is 1364 West Pleasant Grove Boulevard in Pleasant Grove, Utah.
And we're going to share all the addresses to those and links as well. Now, also what's nice to notice is that these big shops, they actually have pop-up shops at the convention center in the surrounding area. So you won't even have to go to their actual brick and mortar store unless you want to, and you can. And the bus will take you on a shuttle if you have a ticket for the tour. The bus takes you from the Salt Palace to the campus and then right back. So you won't have to worry about any transportation on that front.
What is it, like Hills, like 40, 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes. You definitely want to allot plenty of time to get back for the gala if you're attending the gala, yeah. And then you will be able to go to the huge pop-up shop for Oil Life and for Aroma Tools. So the only important thing that I want to mention about that is that keep in mind, you can get those things on their website. And most of them offer free shipping once in a while, or they'll have coupon codes. And unless you really, really want to be bringing back 4-pound books with you and fragile diffusers, just really keep it to the critical stuff that you really want, or like labels. Like labels are a perfect thing to snag at convention. Like vinyl labels, really cool, fun labels for your roller bottles, for your spray bottles and things like that. They're super thin and compact and light and inexpensive. So that's an awesome thing to snag at places like EOS or Oil Life or whatever, labels for your things, share oils and all that. But the booklets and diffusers and really heavy things, you're going to have to bring that back with you. And if you're getting a convention kit as well, that's just going to weigh you down. So, you can go and peruse and kind of get a feel for what you might want to buy when you get home, but just try not to overdo it, because you want to get the doTERRA stuff that you can only get in person. You want to save your bandwidth and your money for the doTERRA swag store. You can get everything else at home. So just keep that in mind. And then Laura's going to talk to us a little bit about budgeting before, but before that, I want to preface this by saying that we spend the money on things that we hold value for. So all of us watching, most likely, are using doTERRA essential oils. Why? Because we hold value in having those natural options in our home, and we create the time and space and the financial bandwidth to be able to bring those into our home. And in the grand scheme of things, to run a doTERRA business, you don't have to have any required expenses except literally your own 100 PV order each month, which is just simply products that you're using in your own home, your cleaning supplies, your laundry soap, your supplements, your vitamins, your shampoo and conditioner, all that. So in those terms, like I mentioned earlier, especially as your business grows and as you're earning a monthly income, consider attending convention as a mandatory meeting each year with your corporate office that's not negotiable. Make it a priority. If you have a full-time job and your office has an annual conference or quarterly meetings and you have to go there, you need to view your doTERRA business the same way. View these doTERRA events the same way. They're not negotiable, and that you need to prioritize it and make it happen. You have a year's notice. So that means you can do things like stay home on the weekends, bring your lunch to work with you, skip the Starbucks drive-through, paint your own nails, have a yard sale, maybe teach extra classes, get yourself out of debt so that you can save and then infuse your business with the gift of attending convention. Because when you attend convention, you feel like you truly are connected with this company's vision, and you hear from the company's leaders, and you hear about the healing hands and about all of these incredible co-impact sourcing initiatives. And you can infuse your team with that energy, with that knowledge, with the credibility and the leadership skills. So put that on your vision board and take the action steps each day or each week or each paycheck to help you get there, and put it visible in your workspace or in your kitchen or in your bathroom on the mirror, where you can see that every day and be reminded, because a year goes by fast. And I remember it felt like just yesterday We were on here last October sharing with you guys all about how fun it was and how amazing of a time. And so many of you said, I'm going to be there next year. I'm going to be there. And of those that did say that, how many of you are going to be there? How many of you prioritized that and truly made that possible for yourselves? And you're going to be so thankful that you did. So if you want to make it there, you'll make it there when you're ready. And if this year's not your year, that's okay. You can actually get, as of today, you can purchase a virtual streaming ticket for $49. And that's a tax deduction if you are sharing oils and enrolling people and teaching classes. That's a cost of doing your business. So you can watch all the general sessions. You can watch even the celebration gala for up to 2 weeks after. But statistically, they have shown by survey that you will up level within 1 year of attending convention. So it's because you are inspired, you are encouraged, you learn, you have crystal clear intention after being filled up with joy and passion for what the company does, that it just drives you for that whole future year. It just drives you. You have all these new ideas, new products to explore, new things to try and share. And if you set aside money every month, you can make that happen. Now, if you're not feeling like you're that disciplined and able to do that, you can maybe work with your upline or your spouse or family member and have it set up through your bank to automatically transfer every month or every paycheck, just like you can set aside money for your health spending account or for whatever you do in your life. You can have your human resources department, if you have another job, you can have them automatically create a financial allotment where when your direct deposit goes through for whatever other job you might have, or even with your doTERRA, you can coordinate that with your bank that every 2 weeks or every other Friday, it takes out $25, it takes out $50 and puts it in a separate savings account just for you to attend convention. So we can't wait to see you, and we hope that our tips are super helpful for making sure that you can get there.
Yes, thank you, Hillary. And there are a few simple budget worksheet ideas we have to share with you. And we will also share these in the replay notes. So we'll put all the links and all the addresses and all of this great stuff up there for you guys. But thinking about how much money do you really need to budget? And this can be a handy worksheet and tool to help you figure it out. So for example, a convention ticket, if you purchase it early, it's $125. If you're waiting till right now, it's $169. You may already have this. Your plane ticket, the cost of that, hopefully you already have this. Gas, if you're driving, Gas Buddy is actually a great app to get the cheapest prices. Food for however many days that you are planning to stay there. Will you eat out? Will you pack your own? Swag. I love the doTERRA swag. Take $200 or more if you can, because this, like Hillary mentioned, this is stuff that you can only get from doTERRA. You can't purchase this online. So it's very, very exciting. Oil supplies, they tend to have lots of sales. And again, you may want to make that decision on books. Think about weight. Think about shipping it home if you need to, or purchasing at home, but you want to swag a convention kit. Very, very important. So these are usually between $200 and $300. You for sure want this. Maybe two. You get a two per person, per account, which is really awesome. And then thinking about cab, Uber, Lyft, if you're going to need transportation help, maybe some emergency money on hand or money for other expenses, add it all up. And there you go. That's what you need to work on saving, just as Hillary beautifully said, to help you prepare. And if you're sharing oils and teaching classes and doing this as a business, you are earning 5 paychecks a month from doTERRA, 4 weekly fast start checks that you can plus your unilevel, which also includes your team bonuses and leadership pool shares and things. And your fast start is what you reinvest into your biz. So tools and resources to help your new oilers. And unilevel is your paycheck, so your bills and the money that you live on, that's your unilevel. And then your bonuses are your travel budget. So if you're earning your $50 power of 3, you've got at least enough for airfare there, driving, earning your power of 3 250 bonus. If you're doing that for 12 months of that, that's $3,000 and more. So you have enough for convention expenses and things. And if you're earning your power of 3 1,500 bonus, all you need is 2 months of that set aside, and you've got enough to attend in cash and then some.
And then Beth is asking if they take charge cards. Absolutely. They take Visa and all the credit cards everywhere. They have the little, what are they called? Like the square readers, the iPad things. Yeah. So everywhere, the doTERRA swag shop, everywhere, the restaurants, the hotel, everything is absolutely card friendly. So, we say cash, meaning liquid assets. Like we don't want you spending money on your credit card, because the whole purpose of doTERRA is that overarching free to give, right? So when you are out of debt and you are able to reinvest your earnings into paying off any financial obligations that you have, it frees you up. It gives you this financial bandwidth to attend these events, to bless other people, to share oils and do all of this and travel and see these events. So we don't want you putting this money on a credit card. We want you to use this money that you are reinvesting into your business, that you've saved up for, because it's so much better that way. And then you don't feel bad. You don't feel like it's something negative that your family, that's taking away from your family. So this is something that we want you to plan really far in advance for. And you have a whole year's notice. So if this is something that you feel bad about missing out on, you want to make it there.
I almost forgot. Logbook. Hillary was the person who shared this with me, that this is so nice. If they have them at convention, purchase these. Because guys, these are amazing and incredible and not something that you can always buy online too. See, Swag Shop, blog book. I learned about this from her. So now if I ever see one, I grab them.
And they don't do a blog book every year. Lately it's almost been like every 2 years. So if they do have another blog book, you want to snag it up at least one. Yeah, that is a worthwhile one. And it's not very heavy. It's pretty small.
Yeah.
Pretty little.
Perfect. So much good stuff. Now, Hillary, what are we giving away this month for our Two Curls on Oil giveaway?
Well, sharing is caring, as always, and this month's giveaway is a beautiful purple doTERRA branded dram zipper case, the one that I showed you. This is going home with you. So you can take all of your drams with you to the convention or wherever you want to travel. So it holds a 49 5/8 drams. It also has a cool zipper pouch here for rollers, and then this you'll punch out each of these little holes, and this is the styrofoam case that will hold all of your drams, and it zips up nice and tidy. And you are going to love this, and I can't wait to see who is going to win this. One of you lucky folks is taking this home. I'm going to mail it to you, and it's going to land on your doorstep, and it's going to be amazing.
Gorgeous.
And you can't get these. They're not available. So like, these are unicorns. You can't get these anywhere else, but you can get them on our podcast.
All right, Laura, how do people enter to win this month's giveaway?
Yes, all you need to do to enter this beautiful purple doTERRA unicorn is to post a learning comment below, and a winner will be selected 15 minutes after our live podcast ends using a randomizer app. So something that you learned, something you enjoyed, something that you found informative, anything that you want to share about your oils journey as it relates to something that we mentioned in tonight's podcast, and the giveaway will be open to one lucky US viewer. We hope it's you.
Yes.
All right, thanks, ladies. So don't forget to join in the conversation right alongside us. This is an interactive community, so don't be shy. Post questions or send us a private message with suggestions or anything you'd like us to talk about. Now, we have a few announcements before we close. Hillary, how about you start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew. So I've been working my way through the co-impact sourcing initiatives from the annual report from 2017, and I've been sharing that on my Instagram as well as our private team pages for the last 2 weeks. So be sure that you catch up on anything that you missed. There's one or two more posts for that. There may be more. But I love knowing where our money goes and where those incredible efforts are led that are being done by our company and our advocates. So when you reach, I believe it's diamond or above, you're sometimes you are granted an opportunity to be a part of one of the sourcing trips, and you get to participate in some of these healing hand trips. You get to see these people, bless these people, visit these people, put oils in these people's hands, and see where they're living, their living conditions, see how they're distilling our beautiful plant material. And I just love knowing where and what our company is doing and where their energy is going to support the farmers in our developing countries that we partner with and that are working so hard every day and every year after year to bring us these tremendous plants. So I just encourage you to check that out. And if you have not caught that, you can always go to doterra.com under our advocates or any of those links down there, and you can read all about the efforts that are being done. And be sure you're following me on Instagram and Periscope as well, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss anything. It's always family friendly, and it's always a choose your own adventure. And I hope you'll watch the fun this Thursday on my Periscope. So if you see us also at convention, we would love for you to say hi. Don't be shy. Give us a hug. We'll have a little something to share with you to put on your lanyard. And you will regret not saying hi to the people that you run into that you recognize from social media. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. Don't wait. We got messages last year from people saying, "Oh, I saw you, but you were talking to somebody and I didn't want to say hi." We want you to say hi. We would love to hug you. We would love to see you and get to connect with you, because we love feeling like we are making a difference and helping you use your oils and helping you feel inspired. And so please do not be shy about saying hello to any of us or any people that you recognize from social media. We're all just normal people and we love hugs. So come on in for some oily hugs and we can share a moment and a little selfie and just share that moment in time with you. So we look forward to connecting with all of you there.
Yes, we can't wait to see you. Please come and give us a hug. It makes our day, truly. And a couple people are asking about the blog book. So this is actually from doTERRA's blog, beautiful recipes that it's basically a collaboration and a collection of things from the doTERRA blog. So you definitely, whenever they go on sale, they're only available about every other year. Whenever you see them, grab them because these are truly incredible. And I just wanted to remind everybody to stay tuned for more health and self-care tips on my coaching page, which is facebook.com/Dr. Laura Ricci. I'm on Instagram at Dr. Laura Ricci. If anyone is interested in my virtual private health coaching services, please check out my website, lauraricci.vpweb.com. If you need a little bit more one-on-one support along your healing journey, I would love to support you. I actually just taught a class on essential oils for aches and discomfort, and the replay is currently up in my private Facebook education group until August 31st at 5 p.m. Central Time. So make sure that you join the group before, so you don't miss out on this, that you can watch the replays. You can request to join. Just search keywords Learning with Dr. Laura on Facebook, request to join. We will add you right in there. And I have more classes coming up. I love to teach and educate people, and that's open to everybody, whether you're on my team or not. We're helping, and just like Hillary's Scopes, we provide a lot of education for as many people as we can. So make sure to check out the event tab on my Facebook page, and you can see all the upcoming notifications and classes and things that are going on. And Andrew, you recently launched a Facebook page as well.
Yes, so it is a Facebook page that my wife Allie and I are going to be doing together, just talking about the different ways that we were using our oils every single day. We posted a video on yesterday, holy cow, just about the ways that we use 6 of the oils that we love and enjoy. If you would like to join that page, I believe it is facebook.com/AE oils. It is called Essential Oils with Andrew Hawkins. So like that page, stay up to date on all of the videos, lives, and events that we're going to be doing. And we'd love to get to know you a little bit more. Like you do on this one, send us messages or comments about the different things that you guys would like to know. And we would love to do a video to cover all of that for you guys. So, perfect. All right, so I think that's a wrap on this latest podcast. We are so excited to see you all at convention. We'll see you. Yes, we're excited to give away the oil holder. So we'll see you next month to learn all about our review of the new doTERRA products for 2019. And once again, we'll see you guys all at convention.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.